Coming up on Mountain News this morning, more details are emerging after a woman was accused of murdering her husband this week.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning, I'm Madison Carmouche. It is 6 a.m. on Thursday, March 28th, and let's check in with meteorologist Tim Drawbridge for a look at your forecast this morning.
Good morning, Madison. Good morning, everyone. Some lingering cloud cover issues this morning, but hey, it's dry. And yes, we've got a very nice day on tap today, even better for tomorrow, Good Friday. We're now down to 34 outside our door here at WYMT. And the weather headlines for today: high pressures building in today. The average high still about 62. And guess what? We're going to run below that today. But over the next several days, as the nice weather lasts into the holiday weekend, we're going to be running above average, not only into the holiday weekend, but into next week too. Temperatures this morning basically are in the 30s, cooler at Irvin at 28, warmer though at Grundy, Jonesville, Harlan, Middlesboro, and Jacksboro, all in the lower 40s. Here are the lingering cloud cover issues, but you make your way out toward Danville. Out towards Somerset, it's mostly clear your way. We'll continue to see these clouds depart as high pressure builds in. And that means we trend to becoming mostly sunny as we head through the morning, and a forecast high this afternoon up to 58 in Hazard. More about your First Alert 7-day forecasts in a few moments. Madison?
All right, Tim, thank you. We are learning more information about a deadly shooting in Laurel County. Police say a woman shot and killed her husband, then called her son for help. The incident unfolded Monday evening when officers responded to a call from a woman saying her husband had been shot. Authorities responded to the scene to find Manuel Lomelli Jr. dead inside the home. Detectives also found a gun under a bag, a spent shell causing a spent bullet, and a cell phone near the victim. While investigators aren't sure if this was domestic violence situation, they do have advice for those who are unsure of where to turn.
And it is very unfortunate, but we try our best to stop this type of thing from happening. But, you know, if, like I said, if people need resources or they need help or they are in some type of situation that they're uncomfortable with or they're being hurt or abused, that, you know, we're here for them. We want them safe, and that's our primary job, is to keep people safe.
She is due back in court next Tuesday. She's charged with murder and tampering with evidence. Her bond is set at $250,000. We now know the funeral arrangements for a longtime firefighter who served in Pike County. Robert Lindsay died on Tuesday at the Pikeville Medical Center. His visitation will be today, beginning at 7 p.m. at J.W. Call and Son Funeral Home in Pikeville. The visitation will continue on Friday at 9 a.m. His funeral is set for Saturday at noon, which will be at J.W. Call and Son as well. Lindsay was 60 years old. Through the Chemical Stockpile Emergency Preparedness Program, FEMA and the U.S. Army have been assisting communities in Madison County. It was created to protect the public in the areas where the nation's stockpile of chemical warfare agents and munitions are, such as the Bluegrass Army Depot. But with the last of the stockpile being destroyed, local agencies are looking for ways to keep the funding that has been there for years. Richmond Police Chief Rodney Richardson says that funding has helped in many ways.
We've had that benefit, and in order to respond to emergencies that might happen, natural disasters or any other thing that might happen in the county, we have to maintain that radio system. The foundation's there, it's been purchased and it's been bought. We just have to maintain it now.
Richardson added the CSEP funding is suspected to end next year. In 2022, Governor Andy Beshear's administration established the Kentucky Office of Broadband. Yesterday in Clay County, officials from that office, along with the Center for Rural Development, spoke to Clay Countyans about improvements on the horizon. I was able to attend that listening session to bring you more. The Center for Rural Development serves 45 counties in South and East Kentucky with a common priority for them all: connectivity.
Broadband has become, it's so critical in just about every phase of our life anymore. And the Center for Rural Development our passion is making sure that everybody has connectivity to high-speed broadband.
The goal of the meeting was to help folks understand the tools in place that can improve service speeds in Clay County.
For example, one of them is a speed test where you can actually go to your location, you can get online if you have access, and it'll tell you what the actual speeds are that are available at that location.
Officials with the center say this point of the process is all about collecting data and finding what the solutions could be for the region.
So it lets us map where those holes are, where the challenges are in getting coverage to, and then we start putting together a plan, whether it's through funding or other maps of how we're going to address where those holes are.
Lawson says that he hopes people in Clay County continue showing up and advocating for themselves.
Raising the awareness of the challenges are out there, and there's lots and lots of funding that's available to make this happen, but we still have to be strategic about it if we're going to get everybody covered.
But community members say they are tired of broken promises when it comes to accessibility to broadband. Lawson added that there will be public listening meetings in more of the counties they service throughout the year. For more information, just find this story on our website.
Seasonably cool, the feel to the air as we get you out the door on a Thursday morning. Some lingering cloud cover issues too, and for the most part we're all in the 30s. Irvin at 28, lower 40s though as you make your way toward Middlesboro, Harlan, and Jonesville. 42 your way as you make your way toward Grundy. All right, here are the lingering cloud cover issues across the region. Get back toward Lexington, Danville, even toward Somerset. Things have cleared up very nicely. That's why Irvin, it's dropped down into the upper 20s that way, your way. High pressure continues to build in from the west and northwest. That means a clear avenue to sunshine as we head through your Thursday. So this morning, becoming mostly sunny, and guess what? It stays that way for the drive home as well. Visor down, style with the shades on a forecast high today and hazard up to 58. More about your First Alert 7-day forecast as we look into and through the holiday weekend coming up in a few moments. Madison?
Tim, thank you. And thank you for joining us on Mountain News this morning. More news is on the way. And when we return, Easter is making the record books this year for reasons you might not expect.